Oh yeah, black sun in the hizzle, oh for shizzle dizzle. Oh man, we got an excellent show here today. Today. So y'all see the title. Kamala wants more taxes. More taxes. And I want y'all to envision where we're at right now. Right now. And I want y'all to envision more taxes. Like, look at the state that we're in right now. Look at the high housing market. Oh, and by the way, let me say this real quick. Kamala Harris was like, "Oh, we want to give y'all $2,500 towards house subsidies. That means the houses are going to go up an extra 25. Oh my God. Who and what type of human beings? I mean, yeah, we got celebrities, but I'm talking about working class. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm not talking about Taji from goddamn Empire because she's rich. She don't even pump her own gas. She doesn't go to her own grocery store. So we're not talking about these type of people, these type of black people, these type of celebrities, your uh, Robert De Niro's, your Al Pacino's, your Tajis, your uh, Nicki Minaj's. We're not talking about them. We're talking about your working class, uh, everyday Americans. We're talking about the ones that pump our own gas. I'm talking to y'all. The ones that get your own groceries. I'm talking to y'all. The ones that are working, because I guess the ones who support Kamala Harris, y'all can't be working. I'm serious. Y'all can't be working. Y'all can't be working a 9 to 5. Y'all can't be working a 9 to 5. Y'all can't be coming home. And if you are, I want you to imagine you working, you put in overtime, and you getting taxed more money. You know, I know people in different walks of life. I know a lot of working class people. I know people personally, and I've talked to these people. And let me tell you, I may not always agree with people, and people may not always agree with me. I'm sure there's some things that I said personally that people may not agree with, but when it comes to the general, everyday expenses, everyday living, it's not hard to see that people, I'm gonna do a commercial right here real quick. Ronald Reagan, Trump has a commercial with Ronald Reagan saying this years ago, were you off better now or were you off better 4 years ago? Were you better off now than you better off 4 years ago? Because that's, let's just say how we're living right now. And if Kamala Harris manages to cheat, and I know I'm not disregarding the idiots that will actually vote for Kamala Harris, but what I'm saying is all they just need a few, just like with the Smurfing, with the they just need a few names to gotta try to make her cheat, to get her through the cheating, push her across the finish line. Because as of right now, they're trying to use the strategy of hiding Kamala's. But see, the thing is, that's not going to work. That worked for Joe Biden because you got to understand the elements that were around. You had C-19, the sickness going around, and you had the lockdowns. And so hiding Biden, there was an excuse. There is no excuse now. There is no major lockdowns. There will not be no major lockdowns, and so people are wanting to hear. People are want to hear from Kamala Harris, and the two things that's going to cause Kamala Harris, I'm seeing now, is her not picking Shapiro because the Jewish votes, the Jewish community is very, 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 very significant in this race. And Mr. Shapiro being from Pennsylvania, so you got the Jewish vote, and he's from Pennsylvania. That's gonna be one of the factors why she loses this election. That's number one. That's the main one. Her not picking Shapiro will be the narrative of why she loses in November. That's number one. Number two will be people, her stealing Trump's idea of no tax on tips. However, not only that, but she has proven that she made the vote with the what do you call it, the Inflation Act or whatever, that she was the deciding vote to raise tax and go after tip wage workers, and her hiring all these higher agents to go specifically after um, wage tip workers. So people, there's no way around that, and it's almost like, man, shout out to Barry, man, shout out to Barry, um, Barry Cunningham. He said he posed the question: is Kamala Harris trying to lose? Is Kamala Harris trying to lose? I think they're trying to push our buttons to see if we will accept socialism. Socialism, i.e., communism, whatever you want to call it, because it's like if we will accept cheating as the norm, then the next step is for them to cheat and then push communism. Um, which there have been talks about, them wanting a civil war, them wanting a war. Yeah, that would definitely push a war, in my opinion. That would push a war because, and I know, shout out to my Republican brothers, my MAGA, we should take the higher ground. We shouldn't, shout out to my Christian brothers, we shouldn't be provoked. But, I mean, some things are just like, I mean, when you deliberately cheat and then show us that you're cheating and then deliberately push communism, which has been time and time and time, socialism, communism, whatever you want to call it, this equity that she's trying to push, and she's trying to say, well, some people need a little bit more. You're really talking about pushing aggression towards a people who are used to living a certain way. Like we, as Americans, we are born under the system of capitalism. And in the capitalist society, you can start um, with nothing, and with work and determination, you can acquire a lot of things. Um, you can acquire, a house, automobiles. You can acquire uh, security, financial security, and you know, you can acquire a whole lot. And when you bring about another system that is totally foreign to us, I wouldn't say it's totally foreign because we've had people survive off of a form of socialism, like people surviving off of food stamps, people surviving off of, we've had blue states in place implement these type of policies. But if you look at the end result, what's going on? Hey, Tim, what's going on, brother? How's my mic? How's my mic, Tim? I hadn't been live in a few days, so I don't even know if it's glitching out. Hopefully it's not glitching out. But yeah, Um, we're living in a system where we tend to, well, we live in a system where we know we don't like taxes. Like every time a politician runs for office, they promise no taxes, no, read my lips, no new taxes. You know, we've lived in that, and that is usually the candidate that tends to get elected that win victory. Trump is pushing that, of course. You know, no tax to the tips. He invented that. However, now you got Kamala Harris trying to uh, co-opt that idea somehow. It's damn near impossible to co-opt an idea when it's something that's on the internet. But you know, the internet, you know, they're really trying to. If y'all seen, I want y'all to watch Elon Musk's latest video. He's got a third video. What up, Joker? What up, Joker? What up? Did you watch any of the DNC? Nah, I didn't watch that stuff, man. I don't want. Nah, I can't even watch it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live tonight because I know there was nothing to watch and everybody was covering the DNC. So I'm gonna go live tonight myself. I'm gonna go live again when I go home. I'm gonna test out my camera thing from my car, and I'm gonna go live when I get at the house. Cause yo, that shit, no, I can't watch it. I just can't watch it. It's really Joker. I want to save what little brains. I want to save the brain cells that I have, man. I can't be watching that kind of stuff. You know, I would rather watch. I would rather watch Saturday Night Live than watch goddamn the DNC. Um, I just can't bring myself to watch it, man. It's just like, man, it's only so much propaganda. Like, I watch enough propaganda with other channels that I like covering the CNNs and covering the NBCs and all that and the fake news. It's just like, there's only so much of a clown show that I can intake, man. It's like, you know, I try to balance out uh, my intellect with reading books and um, studying, you know, things in reality, read Civil War books, and then because it's a lot of stuff that uh, tends to make you that to dumb you down, and I feel like the DNC is the type, the fake news media, the dumb down polls that they control, and the DNC, man, that stuff will dumb you down, man. So I can't even watch it. So again, I'm gonna go live, so y'all know what I'm doing, so y'all don't think that I'm watching that shit. I was gonna go live last night, but I was just so tired. But I'm gonna go live just so y'all know that I ain't watching that shit. But we'll have a discussion, you know, a general discussion. For those of y'all that don't want to watch that shit, I will do a live tonight. I will do a live around 6, 7, 6:30, 7ish. I'll do a show around then. So Christopher Dennis said Trump 2024. That's right, Chris. That's right, Chris. Trump 2024, man. So yeah, man. Um, yeah. All I need to know is Kamala wants to raise taxes, and she wants to bring socialism in. It's nothing more to tell. She's gonna have herself. I'm gonna sum it up for you without even watching it. She's gonna bring a bunch of word salad, and all her guests are gonna bring a bunch of word salad. Now, Obama might come with something, you know, but you know, we know he's full of. He just knows how to articulate word salad. But at the end of the day, uh, Obama ain't got nothing but a bunch of word salads to say anyway, you know. So yeah, I heard they disgraced Joe Biden. So I don't know. You tell me, Joker, because like I said, I didn't watch it. But if you watch it, then you can let us know and give us a breakdown of it. But me personally, I'm not gonna watch it, man. I just no, because it's like only so much. You know, I mean, in life, I'm already taking in stupid shit. You know, I know people who say crazy shit. I deal in the past couple of days. I've been dealing with some crazy. I've been dealing with crazy people, man. So I'm not trying to There's only so much crazy I can take in. Case in point, they have at the DNC that they have a wagon or a bus rolling around that offers abortions and offers vasectomies. That's oh man, that's no that to me is the most demonic thing. That is the most demonic thing that I can think of. You know, um, that type of voluntary extermination of your bloodline. I just can't. No, you know, if you don't bear fruits, man, the Bible says be fruitful and multiply. That's what God says. Now people argue and say, "Oh, what Paul said, not God, but what Paul said, we should, we should refrain from sin and we shouldn't fornicate." That is Paul. That is not God. God wants us to be attracted, men attracted to women, women attracted to men, and produce babies. So this bisectomies and abortions, that shit is not natural. That violates the law of reproduction. Plain and simple. So if you're a man and or woman that goes against the law of reproduction, then you are a demon. You are a demon. You're demonic. And you're crazy. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's just that simple. So there, you got my take on that. So Raheem, oh man, Raheem, I ain't seen you in a while, brother. There was lie was I said, okay, you said Biden lied. I mean, we expect Biden to lie, man. Biden better worry about. Well, I ain't gonna say Biden got to really worry because Biden has presidential immunity, just like Trump has presidential immunity, which Alvin Braggs is trying to work out because y'all know the sentencing is coming up, but now Alvin Braggs is like, oh shit, wait a minute, presidential immunity is an issue. So we'll see how that works out, man. But I kind of suspected that it would affect. When you look into presidential immunity, it stretches. It really stretches out. So um, this is what Alvin Braggs is now trying to decide as far as sentencing is concerned. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that more. So I will study that more because this presidential immunity is really spreading out like really far, and it really protects, like I said, but it protects all the presidents. So it will protect Joe Biden, it will protect Barack Obama, and it will protect Donald Trump, President Trump. So, um, yeah. So let's see what Raheem says. Raheem says, "Yo, who is this? Who is this easy? Crazies, fine, crazies. Yo, wait, you only got one person. What the hell is this? Who is this Raheem? Raheem Neal. Oh, Raheem Neal's he's trolling early, ain't you? So, anywho, by the way, I'm in a quarry, Raheem. You might know what a quarry is, but that's why I'm driving in a quarry. So, anywho, um, I think Raheem is saying I shouldn't worry about politics. Raheem, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but I am a voter. Okay, I am a citizen of the United States. I am a taxpayer. And as such, my responsibility is to make sure that we get proper leadership into office, that being Donald Trump. Because unlike you, there are certain policies that I'm concerned with, okay, that affects the tides in terms of how this country functions and how the rest of the world functions. And so, um, sixes, yeah. And so, yeah, I have to worry about politics. And I have to worry about who's running this country because there are policies that I'm concerned with. All right. Unlike you, because when people say don't worry about politics and don't worry about politics and don't worry about politicians, you might want to go to a whole nother channel, Raheem. You might want to go somewhere else with that because this is a political channel. We talk politics over here. Okay, so um, Raheem, if you can excuse yourself and go to another channel, maybe where they do nigga shit or comedy or I don't know, music or something. But this is not that channel. This is a political channel. So, Raheem, you might want to excuse yourself because we're going to talk politics here, if you don't mind. So, let me get back to ah, any coffee? I'm out of coffee. Let's get back to the topic of this Kamala Harris. Oh, hold on. Gotta lift this bed up. Yeah, the mechanic. Yeah, my AC is blowing too, y'all. Two. One more, one more, one more, one more, one more. There we go. Ah, hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't know who this Raheem Neal is. This Raheem Neal is. I don't know who this Raheem Neal is. But Raheem Neal, again, we do politics over here. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, grab this damn. Ah, hold on 1 second, y'all. Have to grab this shovel. Have to grab this shovel. Check my tires. Tires looking good. The tires looking good. Raheem Neal might be a damn Kamala troll. He might be a Kamala troll because you know they're paying. Y'all do know that Kamala Harris done paid these trolls to go to channels that are pro-Trump to troll. So there y'all go. But yeah, Kamala Harris wants to raise taxes, and so yeah, of course I'm concerned about politics because I'm concerned about uh, taxes being raised. We're all, I mean, hell, we're already taxes are already clinching us at the neck already under the Biden administration, and you know, it's funny. Kamala Harris is the type of person to cause a problem and turn around and say, "Oh, I can solve the problem." Like, she's part of the administration that raised the gas prices, raised the food prices. Right now, she's talking about, "Oh, well, I know eggs are high, and I know that, we can't buy a house." And yeah, you caused that. You caused that, and now you're proposing to fix the problem that you created. Really? Not only did you propose to fix the problem that you created, but you're saying elect you, vote for you, and you'll fix it. But everybody's recognizing that. Why don't you fix it now? This is the concern of voters, women, uh, white women and black women, um, especially are saying why you don't take care of it now. So shout out to the women that are waking up because and a lot of these white and black women are Democrats. And they're saying, but wait, you can fix it now. So they're listening. They're listening to see what they're giving Kamala Harris a chance. And they're saying, wait a minute, but you can fix this right now. You're the vice president right now. So I think this election is going to come down to common sense. Now, now, do we have more people registered to vote with common sense than those that don't? I think we do. I think we have more people with common sense than those that don't have common sense. And so it's really scary to think that there are people who are going to vote that have no common sense, that vote based on racial identity and gender and all that stuff. Um, it is a scary thought to think that these people can outnumber us than the ones with common sense, being that, look, you have Trump that did 4 years and things were better 4 years ago. And Trump has not only a better economy, but he can deal with the world leaders better than Kamala can, obviously. Let me say that again because people are, I mean, again, it's that common sense. Trump can deal with world leaders better than Kamala Harris. These world leaders don't respect Kamala Harris. I believe I said that already. And I believe a lot of y'all already know that. I believe this is common sense that a lot of these world leaders, especially our allies like Saudi Arabia, do not respect Kamala Harris. Every world leader does not respect the world leaders that matter, the ones that have the red button, don't respect Kamala Harris. So what are we doing? Like, what are these? You got a lot of these people voting based on their emotions. Again, they're not. If you are a man who's rushing to jump into a bus that gives vasectomies, and if you're a woman that rushes into this same bus that gives abortions, then my question is, do you have? I wouldn't even say the common sense. Are you? Yeah, you know what? Because common sense is it's like okay, it's when you go back to. I'm gonna get biblical here. Let me talk to the Democrats that are Christian based. You know, when you go back to Genesis, okay, Genesis. Joker says, I don't know. There are a lot of education, education people who are voting for someone who has not went to the border. That is true. That is true. Um, you know, I will say this, Joker. When you say educated, man, it's like now I'm starting to think because let me just say I have a family member that went to college and graduated, and let me tell you, it's almost like when I talk to this family member, you got education and you got indoctrination. I think she was indoctrinated because when I ask her things that are uh, just things in general about life, man, it seems like she's more indoctrinated than educated. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't know anything about, and what's so sad is that, you know, she's been to like uh, out of the country and didn't understand the laws and rules of the country. And so it's like educated, but then you don't didn't know what the theocracy was. Didn't know what a like. I'm just like, but you're college educated, but you don't know what a theocracy is. But you go to a theocratic country and don't understand like in most theocratic countries you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't do the things that you do here in the U.S. You know, the U.S. is democratic. I mean, The U.S. is a constitutional republic, so we can drink, we can smoke, we can, because there's separation of church and state. In a theocratic country, that's a no-go. The religion is the state. The religion, Islam, and the governing of the country is one and the same. So when things are like that, one and the same, that means you can't drink, you can't smoke. These things are considered haram, right? And so my educated family member didn't know this, but my educated family member could tell me about, gay rights and, you know, transvestite rights and abortion and all that. And I'm like, so you went to this university, you went to college, and you're giving me all these doctrinated points, but you can't even tell me a country that you go visit. You can't even tell me what type of governing body that they operate on, which is a theocracy. She went to an Islamic country, and I'm like, you don't even know what a theocratic government is, and it's just like, wow, this is okay. So now, when you say educated joker, based on my experience, based on my family member that went to a college, I can safely say she was indoctrinated. She wasn't educated. She doesn't critically think things over. She's like, she has to Google a lot of things, and then I'm just like, no, just, I mean, sometimes you gotta, and I know a lot of this might come from inexperience, but um, you think after being in college, there should come some type of experience that comes along with, if you're trying to push a certain ideology, there should be some type of experience to back that. And so you got people like Don Lemon trying to say, oh, well, Kamala's a vice president, and based on her experience as vice president, she was a border czar, and she didn't do shit when it came to the border. Like Don Lemon, like what? So are we pushing indoctrination? Or are we pushing experience? So when it comes to Kamala Harris, they're pushing indoctrination. As far as I can see, it's indoctrination. You know, don't have babies, get a vasectomy, get your abortion, and that's her platform. And then if she tries to talk about the economy, she steals Trump platform with no tax on tips, even though you passed the bill to go after wage workers, wage tip workers. So it's like, and then I was with another, I there's a platform here in Atlanta called the Black News Network, and they have the red, black, and green, and I guess they want to gather whatever suckers they got left here in Atlanta that's still stuck on the whole race thing, and they try to push, oh, well, they try to insinuate that Kamala is pushing for reparations. No, Kamala is pushing for goddamn communism. And so you got some silly ass people out here thinking that, oh, Kamala's going to push for reparations. No, she's not. Kamala, let me clear the record. Kamala is not pushing for reparations. Okay? But Kamala has paid a bunch of people and say, do what you got to do by any means necessary. Do what you got to do to get these people to vote for me, i.e., Kamala Harris. And it's like, oh, they want reparations. Okay, make it seem like we're going to push for reparations. When Kamala Harris said, oh, she specifically said she's not going to do anything specifically for black people, because reparations would be specifically for black people, and Kamala Harris has already stated that. Trump says that when a politician says something that they originally want to do, they're always going to go back to that. So them trying to rebrand and change Kamala and rebrand her as this, try to rebrand her as a centrist person. That's not Listen to what Trump is saying. That's not what she's going to push. Well, she's not going to push anything if she ain't going to get elected. We're going to make sure of that. But let's just talk hypothetically. So when I talk about Kamala Harris, I'm being hypothetical. I don't think she's going to win. I don't think she's trying to win. So I agree with Barry Cunningham in the point, is she trying to lose? Because if you're educated and if you're knowledgeable about politics and taxes and just her experience, world leaders and all that, it's like she is like utter failure. Like, there's no way she can like, even talk to a Kim Jong Un, talk to a Vladimir Putin. When she talked, facts are, after Kamala Harris talked to Vladimir Putin, the conflict and Russia became official. Let me say that again. When Kamala talked to Vladimir Putin, after that, Ukraine and Russia became official. It became an official conflict. So that lets you know right there, there's no level of respect. Like, there's no, Vladimir Putin has no respect for Kamala Harris, Kim Jong Un, Xi Jinping, Erdogan of Turkey, King Salmani of Saudi Arabia. These people have zero respect for Kamala Harris. And America's going to look weak. We look weak, and it's going to continue to be weak. And somebody's going to tread on, we might have some sleeper cells, somebody's going to tread on America very hardly. They're going to tread on America, and it's not going to be a good sight because we're showing weakness, and especially with this Kamala Harris, we're showing utter weakness. We're showing just utter, utter weakness. And she is the weakest candidate of all time, and the news media is like pushing her, and it's like, y'all, well, some of the media is trying to push back. They're like, yo, this economic plan sounds like, it's equity, sounds like socialism. When you define it, like, Kamala Harris could change the word. Oh, it's equity, but when she defines it, it's the same definition as socialism. You know, socialism, communism. It's not free market capitalism. When she's talking about, oh, well, some people need more. Some people, it needs to be distribution. But Kamala Harris is not going to distribute her money. These stars in Hollywood are not going to distribute their money. The ones who are going to distribute their money is going to be the working class. So if you listening to my voice right now and you are considered working class, they're talking about redistributing our wealth to the ones who are not working. They're going to redistribute our wealth, and it's going to cause um, soup lines or bread lines and shit. It's going to cause poverty. It's going to turn us into a third world country. But the rich will be okay. The rich will be okay because they're not going to be taxed. It's going to be the working class who be taxed. Don't do it, bitch. Don't do it. That's who's going to be taxed at the end of the day. It's going to be our taxes as a people. And so we it comes down to us because again, we're more working class people. It comes down to us. There's not enough celebrities. There's not enough rich people to um, carry Harris over to victory, even though they will try some cheating tactics. Especially here in Georgia, we have the election board, the elections board committee. And yeah, we got safeguards. Like I said, I've mentioned these safeguards before. I've mentioned them over and over again that we are prepared for any type of shenanigans. We have more, man, we have so many goddamn poll watchers. We are going to have enough poll watchers to distribute across the state of Georgia with no problemo. Me being one of them. Um, Trump Force 47 is in full effect, especially here in Georgia, man. I hope they're as organized. I hope even better in like Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, um, oh, Virginia. That's what I'm hoping for. Why are you? Why are you? Hold on, understand. I hope that's the. I hope they're set up. If they're set up the way we are, then it's going to be a pretty good. It's going to be a pretty good setup as far as there being some people trying to cheat during an election won't go down. And like I said, a lot of these poll watchers, like myself, we have taken time off work so we can stay up the whole night and we can organize and we can um, not only organize but be ready to mobilize. So we're gonna during election we're going to mobilize. Meaning if we need to send about a certain amount of poll watchers to a certain locations, boom, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. So I want to say that, yeah, we're fighting the force. It's like what can we do besides vote? So it has to even be more than voting. It has to be ready to man take action. And as poll watchers, we're ready to hit this area, hit that area, hit whatever area we need to do. And again, we got a lot of undercover police officers. So we got a lot of law enforcement who are in the ranks and we are ready to. No, can you? We're ready to mobilize, and we're ready to make sure things go very smoothly until the wee hours of the morning. So we're going to be drinking a lot of coffee. So we're going to stay up from 7. Never. Okay, so when it starts, whenever my shift starts, I'm going to shift all the way over into the next morning. And like I said, I'm going to take that day off. So um, that's the sacrifice I'm making, and there's others making that sacrifice too. So we're going to make sure that if somebody tries to have a water main break and suddenly want to send people home, we're not going for it. Just like we're not like well, it's too late for a lockdown, but if they had we got the monkey and the bird, we got the bird pox and monkey flu. We're not. It's too late to have those kind of like. We're not going to comply to that. So we're definitely not going to comply to. Oh, there's a water main break. There's a water main break at the Farmers Arena. You're going to have to call the police. And oh, wait a minute. We're going to have police amongst our ranks. So let me say that again. They're going to have to call the police. Oh, wait, we already got police amongst our ranks. We are going to have police amongst our ranks. So guess what? The police are already going to be there. So it won't be no police coming to the scene and you explain to your side, and you got to figure it out. No, they're already going to be there witnessing. And yeah, we're here right now witnessing. Yeah, they say they want to send people home. No, we're not going for that. So again, it's not going down like that. I wonder what happened to the other driver. I don't see the other driver today. Maybe I don't know. He must be late. He done got too comfortable on this job. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all the uh, Trump 47 that are volunteering, man. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our thing when it comes to election day, man. Like I said, we're gonna mobilize. Like I said, uh, I'm one of the poll watchers. Y'all sign up, man. Y'all sign up, man. And like I said, if y'all in different states, definitely, yeah. If you're in Georgia, yeah, come on aboard, man. Because we need all hands on deck because you never know if a person might get sick or a car might break down or family emergency. So yeah, we need as many people as possible. Because you never know what can happen on that. day, but we want to make sure we are. I mean, it's like we want to think of this like as like a civil war. You know, we want to think of this as us mobilized. Like I said, me. Uh, if you are a militia member, brother at arms, law enforcement, definitely sign up, man. Definitely sign up. If you are a veteran, definitely sign up because we need y'all, especially there. You know, we're gonna be there, but we need more. We need more of us there. We need more of my brothers in arms there because we want to make sure that you know that we can communicate. So if these are called, everything will already be smoothed out before the police even get there. It'll already be smoothed out because we'll already have officers there. They'll be like, oh yeah, officer so and so and officer so and officer so and so is already there. So if they try to, like I said, any type of shenanigans, we already have officers there because my I suspect they will call the police if there's no compliance. If they try to shenanigans, I don't think they're going to. You know what? It's hard to say if they're going to try the shenanigans or not try the shenanigans. What do y'all think? If y'all think they're going to try the shenanigans, we have things in place. But do you think they have to know that we have things set in place? They have to know that because I know they send people to our meetings from the other side to see what kind of things that we're going to do. They have to know this. They have to know that the damn trap has been set. They have to know these things. So me saying this is no secret. It's open. It's like, yeah, try it. So will they still try us, Joker? Will they still try us, Chad? Up to no good. Right. High says they're always up to no good, and I agree with that. And that's why we're putting our people in place, our brothers in arms in place, ready. Because we don't go to the battlefield not ready. Now, in 2020, we weren't ready. They pulled the shenanigans. They pulled the goddamn paper. I think in Michigan, they were like, oh, you can't see. They pulled all kind of shit, right? And goddamn, down here in Georgia, oh, there's a water main break. Everybody go home. They did all that fuckery. They did all that fuckery. So now that we see the fuckery and see what they did, do they do the same fuckery twice? Because there's an old saying, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Like if they were to come with some type of monkey flu or bird pox, we wouldn't go for it. We're like, no, we're not going for that. We're not going for the mask. We're not going for the lockdown. So we're not doing that. So that method is not going to work. That's why I said them hiding Kamala Harris is not going to work. It worked for Joe, but do you think lightning is going to strike twice? You think they're going to have a water main break and we're going to just comply? No, we're not going to comply. So they have to be ready for the non-compliance. But what I'm saying is that we have law enforcement officers ready. So what? So yeah, I agree. They'll do the shenanigans, but so are they ready for the counterbalance? We're ready for the counterbalance. Are they ready for the counterbalance? And if they do have a counterbalance, we have a counterbalance for that counterbalance. Does that make any sense? We have a counterbalance for the counterbalance, and if they have a counterbalance for the counterbalance, we have a counterbalance for that counterbalance. We have A, B, C, D, and G already set. For every month that goes by, we have another plan. We have another plan because we're anticipating their every move. Because we are anticipating shenanigans. We are coming to the table expecting them to cheat. We're expecting them to cheat. So we just gotta keep an eye out. So we're gonna look for the old shenanigans and we're gonna look for the new shenanigans. We're gonna have people mobilized and in place and ready to go. We got lawyers on deck. We got law enforcement on deck. We got people ready on standby. And y'all do know. I'm gonna show you how ready we are. You guys are aware that all the law enforcement is backing Donald Trump, right? You guys are aware of that, right? And the law enforcement in California are anti-Kamala because Kamala lied and said that they backed her. They are taking that personal. They don't just give out their endorsement, and they don't like a thief. California law enforcement, I don't think no law enforcement likes a thief. And Kamala Harris has proven herself to be a thief. I'm sorry I'm spitting, y'all, but when I say thief, it just comes out like that. I'm sorry I'm spitting, man. I do apologize for that. But Kamala Harris is proven to be a plagiarist, a fraud, and a thief. And she has goddamn plagiarized and lied and said that the California law enforcement has backed her. No law enforcement has backed Kamala Harris. She is a goddamn lie. Straight up. What does DG say? Welcome, GD. DG says, God bless you, brother. It's a shame our country has come to this, or maybe I'm just naive. Still a shame, nevertheless. DG, there was another point in history that our country came to such an abrupt disagreement, that being the Civil War. So, and then another shameful time is when those people opened fire on those students at the university. So, um, we have gone through some shameful times, but we have gone through it, and this is what we have. Donald Trump has to go through this trying time in order to be a Mount Rushmore president. That's why I say Trump is going to be a Mount Rushmore president, because he has to weather through all this bullshit. Once he weathered, not only us, not only him, but us, we as a country, when we weather through all this bullshit, this communism that's being pushed upon us, like, yo, we are literally having communism pushed upon us. Like, I thought communism was done, dead and done for. After the Berlin Wall fell, I thought communism was done for. I thought that was it. No, like they're pushing, like Trump said it's the enemy within that we have to worry about. It's the domestic enemy, that being Kamala Harris. Like, we have internal communism forces within inside the U.S. We don't have to worry about goddamn Putin's communism. It's Kamala's communism that is a greater threat. Yeah, this is the most. Yeah, this election right here is definitely. This is the one, y'all. This is the one. I mean, I know. I can't foresee another election being this intense. Like, we have a straight up communist running against Donald Trump. We have a straight up communist. It's bad when Bernie Sanders like, yo, well, Kamala Harris is a good candidate. Like, like Kamala is to the left of Bernie Sanders. If y'all press it to in the chat if you think Kamala Harris is left of Bernie Sanders. And you might say, well, Black Son, we don't know. Well, Tim is left. You cannot goddamn refute that. DG said too. Tampon 10 is to the left of everyone. Like, Tampon 10 is the leftist person in the world. Oh, God. Like, putting tampons in boys' bathroom, it don't get no more left than that. It don't get no more left than that. Like, Kamala has her leftist agenda. Bernie Sanders had her leftist agenda. But Tampon 10 has showed us. Like, no, we're going to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. We're going to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. And guess what? If you're a parent and if your child wants to transition, guess what? They can do that. They can't drink. They can't smoke. They can't do XYZ, but they can goddamn get a sex change without your permission, parents. So fathers out there, mothers, if you're listening to me, Tampon Tim says, you know what? Your child can get a sex change and they don't need your permission. many parents we got in the chat? Y'all press the one if you're a parent. Y'all press it. No, press the 3 in the chat. Press the 3 in the chat if you're a parent. Because I want to tell y'all something real quick. Just I need one. Well, okay. Hi says 1. Okay, hi. Guess what, hi? Tim? Tampon Tim says your child can get a sex change and you have no authority over that. He wants to have total control over your child. Does it get more left than that? Hi, does it get more left than that? Hi, dog. Does it get more left than that? Hi. Joker. Tampon 10 says your child can get a sex change without your permission. Change the sex of your child, mutilate your child's genitals. Joker, is that not, does Tampon 10 get the reward for the most leftist? Oh, and that's another reason why Kamala Harris is going to lose too, because of Tampon 10. Not only because of his stolen valor, that's one thing. Like the veterans are pissed off about that, but just for the parents, they can take your child, mutilate your child's genitalia, and that's it. Don't need your permission as a parent. Let's see what DG says. DG says that's the perversion within him. Yes, not to go down a crazy path, but those folks are lost in sexual sin, like deep, deep stuff. DG, you said it. You said it. Like, at this point, they said it's a rumor. They said it's a rumor, but I wouldn't put it past Tim. They said that Tim, he likes horse smoothies. Did you hear that, DG? They said that Tim likes horse smoothies. Have you heard that? Now, I don't know how true it is. This is the rumor. This has been put out on the internet, that, Mr. Tim likes horse smoothies. They trolling to the flakes. Oh, they trolling? Okay, that was just a troll. Okay, okay, that's fine. But him got change for our children without our permission is not. So the horse smoothie might be a rumor, but him goddamn when the sex change, no, he signed that shit. He signed that shit, so that shit is real. So the horse smoothie may not be real. That might be a rumor, but him signing for the sex changes is real. Him putting tampons in the boys' bathroom is obviously real. And this is what the world is laughing at. The Xi Jinpings, the Kim Jong-uns, the Vladimir Putins, the Erdogans are laughing at us. They're saying, these are the world leaders that want to come talk to us. These are the world leaders that are supposed to stop us and tell us what to do. The ones that are putting, that they're men, the men of their country, they're putting tampons in their bathrooms. And this is who Kamala Harris chose. Even Trump said, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say this again. Kamala Harris losing the election will be her not choosing goddamn Mr. Shapiro. Because again, Shapiro is from Pennsylvania. It's going to come down to Pennsylvania. And oh, by the way, Kamala Harris had like 100 people, and I'm being generous when I say 100 people at her rally in Pennsylvania. The state that's is gonna come down to, because it's not coming down to Georgia. We got Georgia. MAGA's got Georgia, but Pennsylvania, if she loses Pennsylvania, it's over with. But they're gonna call Pennsylvania last, though. That's the thing. They're gonna call Pennsylvania last during the election. Now, what I'm hoping, because I don't know about Pennsylvania, here in Georgia, they're saying we're gonna call our state the same night. It ain't gonna be no waiting a whole week, waiting 3 days later, waiting this, oh, waiting, oh, how long is it gonna take? No, no, we're gonna, boom, we're gonna call the state of Georgia the same night. When the polls close, we're gonna call it before 12 o'clock. We're going to call it before 12 o'clock. So ain't gonna be no, oh, well, Trump's ahead, oh, I can go to sleep now. And wake up and wait a minute. It's not the wait. That's not what I went to bed to. When I went to bed, Trump was ahead. There ain't gonna be no. Trump's gonna be ahead, and we're gonna stay up. We're gonna drink the coffee, and they're gonna call it. We're gonna drink the coffee until they call it. We're not going to comfortably go to bed like we did last time because I was one of those people that, oh, Trump was way ahead, especially in Georgia, and I went to sleep. And I woke up and it was a whole different, I woke up to the damn Twilight Zone. It ain't gonna be no waking up to the Twilight Zone in 2024. We're going to see Trump is ahead and we're gonna drink the coffee until they call the election. Like I said, I am taking off work. I am not working. I'm drinking the coffee. I am going to take off and I'm going to volunteer and we're going to goddamn see this thing through. That is my volunteer work. So not only am I volunteer as a poll worker, but I'm a volunteer staying up until I see this thing through. Okay, we got some, yeah, we'll go slow. They're trimming the trees. They're trimming the trees, y'all. Let me, oh, okay, let's see. That's, trimming the trees. Okay. I ain't gonna go that way. I'm gonna go the other way when I get my load. Go the other way. But yeah, man, that's basically what we're looking at, y'all. So, hey, man, Robert Guest again, SG. Awesome, Robert, that's fine. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I'm gonna get going. Um, I'm gonna do another live when I get off work and I get in my car. I gotta test out the camera. I got a new holster in my car, so I'm gonna do a show from when I get off, and then I'm gonna do another one tonight. So y'all ain't gotta damn sit through because everybody's gonna be streaming that DNC. So I will do a show and I'll give y'all something to come to if y'all don't want to watch that DNC. Now, if you want to watch that DNC crap and lose brain cells, then more power to y'all. But for some of y'all who can't take it like me, if you can't stomach it, I will provide a show tonight. I will provide a platform where we can all goddamn hang out and chat and make discussions and do the chat room and whatnot. So uh, look for the other two shows. Y'all share this, subscribe. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the like. Can I get one more like? I want to get 10 likes. I want to get 10 likes. Can I get one more like? One more like before I go, y'all. One more like before I go. Can I get one more like, y'all? Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, man. Love y'all. Stay tuned. I will come back later on. And with that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace. We are out.